final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jackson first play, going to throw.
Flushed out right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The numbers for Andrews last week.
4 catches, 53 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Oweh.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Rolling to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. I asked him before the game, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch, put him on the ground.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the red zone now, Watson escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw is Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Room here to run.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll run the option left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Browns had 8-3 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 44. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season, and congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson.
Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Watson now to throw. Out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 50, it's Watson. Bryant with a catch right side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. To the air yet again, Watson.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, this ball game was close.